Hey guys, this is Leah. As some of you know, I do a lot of things. So, I'm a CEO, I'm an artist, and a nerd, and a therapist. And most importantly, this is something that most of you don't know. I'm a survivor of something called narcissistic abuse. I know it's a little bit taboo, a lot of people don't like to talk about it. And even myself, I wasn't sure, if I want to really talk about the subject because that means getting out and outing a part of myself that is very vulnerable, that most of us hide. And so I'm making this video because I want to reach out to everybody who has been through this and who is going through this. And especially on a day like today, today is Valentine's Day. So I just want to wish you all a very happy Valentine's Day. And I hope that you are on your path towards a wonderful life, or maybe living already your amazing life, and that you are healing if you've been through this, and that you are taking care of yourself and taking the necessary steps so that you can recover completely and leave this nightmare behind. So, yeah, I just want to tell you that you are special, you deserve to be loved, you are wonderful, and if nobody told you this, that I love you. And yes, we are one, and you are totally worthy of love. So anything that is coming in your life and reflecting to you maybe the lack or telling you that you don't deserve to be loved, whether directly or indirectly, I just want to say that it's not really you, because the true you is presence. The true you is your inner self, your true self, before the program was installed, before the story of who you think you are even came into existence. So, to reconnect to you and to the real you must take a little bit of distance from the story. And once you start doing this, everything starts changing. Then you realize that you are not a victim, even though it's really hard. And I totally feel a lot of compassion for everybody who is feeling like a victim, when life is hard or when people hurt you, when people do, quote unquote, bad things to you. But I just want to tell you that they are trying to reflect a part of you that maybe you don't see yet. And that is the part that is shattered or broken or needy. And I speak even for myself, and I used to point the finger and say, yes, my abuser was the bad person. My abuser harmed me, and I felt so much like a victim. So I totally understand the feeling. But then something happened. I started to take responsibility for my choices. And I started to look at, why is this happening? It was really hard for me because I always felt compassion. I always felt empathy. I always tried to help people. I always feel greatly, a lot of suffering around me, in the world. And I always tried to help as much as I can. So I felt that life was so unfair when that horrible thing happened to me, of being with a narcissist who totally broke me into pieces. But I realized that he did me a really wonderful service. He gave me a beautiful gift. He showed me that there was still a part of me that needed love, that was broken, that felt like I need love from an external source to complete me and to make me feel whole. So this is really important, when we start to really take responsibility and look at ourselves and truly, truly love ourselves and truly embrace ourselves and truly embrace our weaknesses, and it's a long time. It's like a lifetime journey. It's not something that's going to happen immediately, but as long as you start loving yourself and start appreciating who you are, really, truly, and start accepting the scattered parts of you, the hurt child, that stuff that was programmed onto you when you were a kid, the parts where you were not loved completely and wholly and accepted for who you are. And that's what you carry with you later that attracts unfortunate situations like abuse. And I'm really, I have to say that the majority of humanity, if not the entire human race, is suffering from PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Not only because we have been through traumatic situations, throughout life, because it's hard and people tend to dump shit onto each other, but also because we are humanity. We carry a collective wound, the wound of separation, the wound of being humans, the wound of war and destruction and everything that's happening on the planet. So the moment we start to heal is the moment that we take responsibility and we step out from the victim role and we start truly, truly understanding why are these things happening? Where is the lack of love coming from? What in our childhood triggered that self-image and programming that we are not good enough, or that we are not worthy, or that we are not lovable. And then we start to love ourselves slowly. We start to even hug ourselves, talk to ourselves in a kind way, watch the voice inside our head that says you are not good enough, you are not worthy. And when you do that, you realize, wait, actually, I am worthy. Actually, I am wonderful. And yes, I do deserve to be loved and to be cared for. And the first person that has to care for me is me. And when you do that, everything changes. So I think we should all say thank you to all the people who hurt us, who did horrible things to us or bad things to us, because they showed us, whether knowingly or unknowingly, where we still have wounds and where we still have to heal. And I think that is the most beautiful gift that anybody can do for us, even though they don't realize it, of course. So I just want to say today that love starts from within. And I want to wish a happy Valentine's to you all. And I want to remind you that you are worthy and that you are beautiful and that you are magical and cosmic and amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this message reaches out to everybody that sees it and to their friends, and that it can change today for you, so that you don't feel broken anymore or lonely, because that is not really you. You are loved. The universe loves you. Thank you.